just chug that coffee? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome everyone to the Skullet Podcast. We are here with our tremendous guest. Put your hands together, buddy. They're very funny. Blair Parker, everyone.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Well, welcome to the Skullet Pod. I'm sure you probably have no idea what this podcast is about. It's partially about my hair, the skullet, but it's going to be partially about you as well.
Okay, great. I love that.
Thank you. So what's going on? What's new with you, Blair?
Not a whole lot, you know. I just got a new job, so that's nice. I work at a property management company now in Oakland. It's chaos, but, you know, I seem to thrive on chaos, so it's working. It's working out.
You like it?
Yeah, my boss is from New York. She's like this like tough woman from New York. It's very casual, you know. She was like, "You're fucking killing me, Blair. I don't know what to fuck to do with you." And I'm like,
Yeah.
You'll figure it out, Liz. You'll figure it out."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How long have you been there now?
Like 2 weeks now.
Oh, you're brand new.
Yeah, brand spanking new.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you doing before that?
I was in between jobs before that, just
Sick.
kind of, you know, hustling and bustling, doing my own thing.
I can relate. I currently have 5 different jobs right now.
Yeah.
So I ride a bus. I do mock trials sometimes. I sell juice. I'm working for the Department of Defense, and I'm a doorman sometimes.
Did you say you ride a bus?
I drive one, yes.
Oh, I thought you said you ride a bus.
Well,
How do you get paid for that? Sign me up.
sometimes I take my foot off the gas and I just ride. You know?
Downhill, coasting.
Yeah.
Another job is maintaining that dew.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the do. So you when you first saw me today, you're like, oh, what'd you say? You mentioned my hair.
I've said I don't think I've ever seen you with hair.
Yeah, most people haven't. I try to hide it, and but I've just been letting it go. You know, I'm growing a skullet right now.
Let it ride like that bus, baby.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm about 2 months and some change, and we're dealing with some volume right now. We're dealing with some curls, and just living my life with a guy with a moderate skullet right now.
Can I touch it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's actually pretty thick. It's like pretty nice, you know. It's nice hair for, you know.
Thank you.
Nice.
Someone said today I look like a Greek philosopher.
Greek with Aristotle, baby.
Yeah.
Aristotle.
There we go.
Okay.
Boom. Can we put that edit right there? Just whoo,
there we go.
And some like more you know sounds. So yeah, my mom. I don't know. My mom likes it. My sister's been coming around to it. And the crowds really do seem to enjoy skullet talk. For
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you need like hair? Do you know how to work with it now? Do you know how to like take care of it? Because it took me a while to figure out how to like deal with my curly hair.
Oh yeah. Well, if you have any hair tips, please let us know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm full of them.
Yeah.
I got a ton.
Well, you got any advice? What should I do?
I mean, do you use product?
No.
No.
A
Okay.
Shampoo.
Yeah, now you gotta. This is extra expensive that you have in your life now. You gotta buy shampoo and conditioner. How often do you shampoo and conditioner?
I shampoo once a day. I haven't really conditioned. I shouldn't shampoo once a day.
You gotta include the conditioner. There's a reason they come together. There's a reason there's a pair. It's like the salt and the pepper.
Okay.
You don't just pass the salt. You pass the salt and the pepper.
Okay.
You know.
So
you should condition. Start conditioning.
Okay.
And probably don't. You know. Your hair's nice and it's coarse. It doesn't seem like it's going to get greasy too quickly. I go about 10 days without washing my hair.
Oh, boy. 7
to 10 days. Like I took a shower this morning.
Okay.
And I just wet it and put product in it, but I don't wash it. I washed it last like Sunday.
See, this is unwashed right now.
I mean, I wet it and I put product in it and then I blow dried it.
Yeah.
But that I don't use shampoo and conditioner hardly at all.
Well, how much should I be doing? None? Or should I go 7 days?
I don't think you should with the amount of hair that you have on your head and the texture, but like you should play with it. Don't wash it every day. And maybe a leave-in conditioner so it's not as frizzy.
A leave-in? A
leave-in conditioner or just conditioner in general.
So wait, hold on. So you go condition without even shampoo?
You can. I wouldn't recommend it for your hair.
Okay.
I'm not a hair expert.
You sound like you're a hair expert.
I know a few things about hair.
Okay.
You just kind of have to figure it out, you know? It took me a while. When I was born, I had straight hair. Poker straight hair. I could brush it and walk outside, and my hair would just dry straight.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, it started to get wavy, and I just would straighten it, and now I've have obviously curly hair, and I had to learn how to manage it.
When I was in high school, I had a shag.
Okay.
And
what's that?
it's like an emo cut. You know, it's like when you had to do this a lot because
okay.
it get out of your hair. And what I ended up doing is I blow dried it every single day. And I've theorized that it's actually what made me go prematurely bald. Because my hair just couldn't take it anymore.
You shook it too many times.
I shook it too
shook
long,
it right off.
and it just kind of evaporated. But, you know, this is like the second marriage of me with hair, you know?
Yeah,
And I have been
it's
using shampoo and conditioner, and the shampoo and conditioner actually belongs to Tim's girlfriend. And she doesn't know that she left it, and I've just been using all of her product.
Is she going to watch this? Probably not.
I
Probably
have no
not.
idea. But yeah, that's
Well, if you're shampooing every day, she's going to notice.
because of how good it looks.
Because of how much shampoo you're
Oh,
using.
okay, sorry. I wasn't sure.
Do you shampoo and condition your beard?
My beard, no, I don't. I just let it ride.
Just like that buzz, baby. Like that buzz.
Exactly. I've taken my foot off the gas from my facial hair, and now it just in the.
You don't use any beard oil or anything like that?
I have, but it's just kind of like, what's the point, you know?
I don't know. I don't have a beard. You tell me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Tim has a beard oil and stuff. He's given me some, but I don't really fucks with it, you know.
Okay.
Just like one more thing.
Yeah. One more thing. It takes like how much time do you have on your hands, or like not have on your hands?
This is tough. It's tough. Yeah, I have 5 jobs right now, Blair. You know, so it's tough and.
Brush my teeth, put some oil in my beard, and be on my
whoa,
way.
Whoa, brush my teeth.
So yeah, sorry,
no
no
you're
time
good.
for that.
You've had a ton of jobs.
I have had a ton of jobs. I'm a woman of many hats.
But didn't you also like work at on a weed farm?
Yeah, I did it for a few years. Yeah, I used to drive across country to Oregon, work on a weed farm for months at a time, and then I would drive back with fucking loaded.
Really?
Riding dirty. I had a lot of weed and a lot of cash.
Oh
on
my
me.
God!
Yeah.
And it was just a cash business, under the table kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, so many people from all over the country used to come to do this, like during the time of year. Like I've met people from Italy, from Switzerland, from the UK, from Germany that would fly to America, to Oregon, to trim weed because it was a cash business and they didn't have to claim anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how long would you be working on these farms?
Well, it's like, so you go and you live on these farms and the conditions for each farm are very different.
Yeah.
So it can be really dodgy. Like one time I was camping in a tent for it was like a couple months. And I had to share a porta potty with like 20 other people that were camping on this land. And some days we would have work and some days we wouldn't have work. So it's like, you know, it gets like mentally taxing. And then other times I would have a farmer who I was like living inside his house. I had my own bedroom. There were like heated floors in the bathroom.
wow.
It was like I got fed every night, usually by both, like any farmer will feed you. But yeah, the conditions are very crazy. Sometimes I'd be waking up with gunshots and there'd be like signs on people's property and it was like nothing here is worth dying for. It's
Holy
it's
shit.
a lawless country out there, man. They actually made a Netflix documentary. It's called Murder Mountain.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever saw it, but it's about the weed industry in Oregon and how people like that part of the country. A lot of people go missing because it's like a lot of transient people or people that don't have anything to do will go and trim and. You know, you're working for money every day. Like if it's usually per pound. So if I'm making $100 per pound and that's what I'm trimming every day and I've trimmed for 4 days and I get owed $400, I don't know when I'm going to get paid because they have to sell something in order to pay me.
Oh, yeah.
So it could be a part of like, also I've done all this work and now the farmer's not going to pay me because they don't think I deserve it, whatever. And it's just like, it's really rough. It could be really taxing, and you're still working because you're like, okay, I'm just racking a bank here.
Right.
Because eventually, this is how much this person's going to owe me. But you know, it could. If the farmer turns on the workers, it's like I'm not going to pay you because there's mold in the weed. Then the workers go and kill the farmer or do whatever. You know what I mean? They could do whatever. I don't know. I've never done that. I've been pretty good. I can't say I've done that. Yeah. But I've heard a thing or two.
So how long were you doing that? And then you work for like a harvest or whatever.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like
it's a seasonal job.
a few.
Obviously.
So you'll do like spring or summer and you'll come back and then
it's more like fall. So I'd go in like
Okay.
September, and then I'd be there for like, end of August, September, and then I'd come back. I'd be like a couple months.
And how long would you be good for after that? As far as like, I don't need to get a job for a little bit, or...
Pretty set. I mean, I always like having a job. I always like doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a hustler by trade, by nature, It's in my Italian blood,
Oh, sure.
But, gnocchi. Gnocchi. But, yeah, I mean, like, let's say I make $100 a pound. I was really fast. I was really good at trimming. Depending on the density of the weed, you could make you could trim a pound a day, just depending on how big the nugs are.
Right.
So if I'm making $100 a day and I'm working 6 days a week, sometimes I would have a day off, but like it depends, maybe not. If I do that, if I'm making $600 to $700 a week for 8 weeks,
Yeah.
pretty good. And I'm not buying a lot of food. I'm not.
Right.
I'm living
You're living
off
on a
the
farm,
land.
right? Yeah.
So yeah.
You're making everything out of hemp anyway.
You're
you
living
know?
moderately, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just eating weed and getting by.
No, that's sick. That's
Yeah.
cool. See, you're very fascinating because you're like you do comedy and then you just kind of like have these crazy adventures. You just travel the world and it's like I don't know. I kind of always I respect that about you. You got
Thank
like your
you.
own kind of like you're kind of you're doing your own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was like, I feel like I don't have my shit together. And she was like, you live an unconventional lifestyle, but you have your shit together.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I like the way she put that. It made me feel good.
Yeah.
Because I do live kind of an unconventional lifestyle. I just like to move around a lot and explore and see new things. And I don't know, maybe the ADHD, I can't like focus on one thing. So I'm
Yeah.
always like going back and forth and just, picking up skills. It's really shaped me into who I am. Like I know people from all over the world. When I moved to Thailand, I was there for a year. That was the first time I ever traveled out of the country by myself. And I learned a lot about myself.
Yeah.
And a lot what mattered. And it's really made me like adaptable in a lot of situations, like at work and jobs and stuff like that. Like, when I lived in Thailand, it's like I could be waiting for a bus. The bus is supposed to come at 1. The bus doesn't come until 2:15. You're talking to people in Thai, like, when's the bus come? They don't know. They're not going to tell you. They don't like confrontation. You have to be adaptable. It's ebb and flow.
What was the decision like to move to Thailand? What was that like? How did you decide that? When was there a moment you're like, okay, I mean, something had to lead up to moving to Thailand, right?
Well, yeah, so I went to school for acting. I was a theater performance major. I graduated from Ohio University. And then I moved back home with my parents here in Pittsburgh, and I was like doing the service industry thing, making money. I didn't really know like if that's the direction I wanted to go, and we actually had a friend of the family who went to Thailand to teach English.
Okay.
And my dad used to be a world traveler, and he was like, you should check this out. He's like, you should go and do that. Like, I'm the middle of 3 children. And he was like, of all the kids, you're the one that's going to enjoy this. So I looked at the program and I was like looking into it, and it's called the Council of International Education Exchange, CIEE.org. And they have programs like this where you can travel to different parts of the world. They had the program I really wanted to do was in the Dominican Republic, but I needed a year of college Spanish in order to do that, and I didn't have that. But I had enough qualifications to move to Thailand. I never wanted to go to Thailand. Asia was not my list. I was like, this is not like what I'm about. And I moved to Thailand. I just did it anyway. I was like, all right, whatever. It was the hardest fucking thing I ever had to do.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
you picked up the language pretty quickly?
Nope.
All right.
No, Thai it's a 5-tonal language.
Okay.
So one word means the same thing depending on how you say it. So it's like, it helps if you do the hand thing. So
Okay,
it's,
yeah.
So it's my. So that word means 5 different things depending on how you tone it. So
What does
like,
it mean?
So my at the end of a word is a question. So chai, the word chai means yes. So if I said chai mai, that would be yes. But if I said my chai, that would be no. But if I said my chai mai, that would be no. So it's like it just depends on where you put it.
Interesting.
I know, isn't that weird?
That is weird, yeah.
It was so hard.
It's like yeah, sure, and sure, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no. Oh,
No, yeah.
What about when people just write okay, you know? This fucking guy and my mother just do okay, and I'm just like, why are you mad at me? You know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, that's the
Just
symbol?
O and K, like not okay,
Yeah.
Is that insane? Am I an insane person for them?
They're thinking what? That they're being short with you?
Yeah.
They're mad at you? No.
It's curt, isn't it?
It's a little brief. It's
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of tension
It's a
between
staccato.
Tim and
It's
I
like
lately. So.
Okay.
Every time I say okay, he will like react to it and he's, are you mad? Or just like
Next time you do okay, do capital O, period, K, period. Would that be a little bit more friendly?
It would be something else.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What does that stand for? Isn't that look it up, Tim.
Okay, I think it's a military term. It's like okay, like
Like military term.
it's a military term. Everything is a military term, you know.
You're not joking with me. You're being serious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I take anybody seriously anymore. Anytime I talk to a comic, I think they're shooting the shit.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's okay. Are you looking that up right now?
The origin of I can't see
the
it.
origin of okay is disputed. However, most modern reference works hold they originated around Boston as part of a fad in the late 1830s of abbreviating misspellings. That is, all correct as a misspelling of all correct.
All with
listen,
an
folks,
O, correct.
Like OLLKORR.
So it should be AC.
It should be. I'm gonna start saying all correct to Ronnie in text OLLK.
All correct. So it should be, instead of okay, it should be AC.
Yeah.
Like, all correct. I just say we Gucci.
That's nice. Yeah.
Gucci. Gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
I didn't even. No, there you go.
I love gnocchi.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's been the okay talk. Oh, question.
Yeah.
So your father's was like you said he's a world traveler.
He was. Yeah, he was the only one. He came actually when my time up in Thailand was done. He was the only person that flew over to visit me.
Oh,
We
that's so
traveled.
cool, yeah.
We traveled together for a while. He's cool. My dad's cool.
Yeah. So you still pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, that's I guess like so you know we do this Skullet podcast, right? So
Yeah.
I'm growing a Skullet, and
Yes.
at first it was a goof, you know, but now that I'm growing it, I'm seeing it more as an act of rebellion.
Okay.
And
Rebellion against what?
Societal norms, you know. You're a free spirit, Blair. You'd get it. So
Live
I'm
your
curious.
life, man.
I'm curious.
Live
You
your
know,
life.
do you have your own version? What is your Skullet? You know, what is your thing that maybe like the world told you not to do, but you felt like you had to do it? Do you have anything like that?
The world told me not to do it, and I did it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Probably date that one guy back.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't really know, man. Like, I kind of have always been like this. I'm
Yeah.
a middle child, very independent. I don't really know. Almost everything. I'm kind of stubborn. If you tell me not to do something, I'm probably going to do it. I think people just need to get their own experiences. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like if Rotten Tomatoes says the movie's 32%, I take what they have to say at value, but I'm probably still going to watch it anyway.
Okay.
Because I want to see what that movie is like. And
Have
I think
you-
I should form my own opinion.
Is there a movie recently that was at 32%? You still went out and saw it? Is that
No.
your Skullet? Going to go out and see?
Can we make a movie about the Skullet?
Please.
Can we
Who's-
do like an everyday, like you should take a picture of the back of your head like every day.
We've been
and then
talking
you
about
chop
it. Yeah.
into like the grow things. Tim, get on it. Let's do this.
The top. No, that's terrible. That's terrible. It's the
Or
worst
do
shot
both,
of it, actually.
Or do both and then half screen it so it's like the top and the back. You live together, then you can make this happen. How have you enjoyed watching this process?
I supported it from the beginning. I think it's unique, and it'll give it a good look, it's good branding, and it's starting a revolution online.
We do have a few people that are growing Skullets online.
And it is, I mean, the mullet's coming back. When I lived in Australia, the mullet was in.
yeah.
The mullet was in. People were doing it. It's a thing. Now
Mhm.
everyone I know has got a mullet. Skullet, I rarely see the skullet. So I think, I think this is, I think people are going to look up to you,
Well,
honestly.
people do send me Skullets out in the wild. They'll send me videos and
Skeletons on the
stuff, you know. We do want to have like a wall of skeletry, you know, all the great skeletons over time. We have a theme song. We have 2 theme songs for the show.
Okay.
And it does mention different men with skeletons. You know, Jesse the Body Ventura is one of them.
Okay.
He's a famous person with a skeleton. Obviously,
Okay.
Hulk Hogan. This skeleton was inspired by Ed Harris in the movie Love Lies Bleeding, which I'm
Okay.
pretty sure had an 87% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, we can look that up. I'll
But,
watch it.
But the skeleton is it's like I said, it's I don't know if I said it, but it is a movement right now. You know?
It is. I'm down. Is Chase Freely down? Does Chase Freely handle skeleton?
What?
I feel like
I think
it's very-
Chase Freely's always had a spiritual skeleton.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
He
who
is
Chase,
he is a reincarnation of he is a skeleton in human form.
skeleton crossbones.
You've never talked about Chase Freely on this?
Chase Freely is a
Cut it.
character that I do on stage and on the internet. He's a 59-year-old Margaritaville comedian. He does a lot of one-liners. He's been married several times, and he wears an open Hawaiian shirt.
That's my favorite part is the open Hawaiian shirt.
I do kind of feel like I'm actually bleeding into Chase because
I think you're coming too.
I do.
You're coming too.
I've been wearing a tiki necklace, just like non-ironically.
The
you know?
puka shell necklace.
Exactly, yeah.
Bringing skeletons and puka shell necklaces back. I never thought I'd see it happen. You're gonna fit right in. This is Lawrenceville. You
No
know?
one really bats an eyeball lately. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually been quite freeing, to be honest.
That the wind in your hair.
Mm-hmm.
That you can finally use that expression.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've been
Yeah.
bald for 10 years.
Do you put sunscreen on your head?
I do, yeah.
You should. You can put sunscreen on your head, but not fucking oil in your beard. I don't get it.
Well, the head and the beard are 2 different parts of your body.
It's all on your head.
That is true.
It's all on your head. He's not the smartest, ladies and gentlemen. He drives a bus. You are turning into Chase Freely. This is.
Do you have have you watched any movies or TV or read a book lately that's really been you've really liked a lot lately?
Let's see. What have I been watching on TV? I don't really like to watch a lot of TV, especially now that I got a job. I don't really. It's like when I get home, I'll just watch some. I don't even want to admit it.
Do it. Come on.
It's called Too Hot to Handle.
Is it a reality show?
It's the stupidest reality show
Yeah.
on Netflix. It's a nice. I'll put that on in the background if I don't want to watch. Like if I just want shit on. It's the
Is the premise-
dumbest.
Is it it's very hot
It's
people?
about this. No, they're like superficially hot. It's like 20-year-olds who look 35 because they've had
no.
so much work done.
Oh.
And they all go into this house together. It's like all these hot people.
Yeah.
And the point, and when they're getting interviewed, they're like, I'm so fucking hot. Everyone wants to fuck me. And I'm not going to stop fucking whoever the fuck I want because I'm so sexy. And then the show is that there's a cash prize at the end. And every time they do something physical with somebody, it dwindles the cash prize.
Oh, wow.
So they are not allowed to touch each other. They're not allowed to kiss each other.
Huh.
And they're not allowed to do these things. And they have to they go through these courses where they become like the last episode I saw is like all the men had to go in this like fake womb of their mother and like talk about their moms.
Wait,
it was like
what?
not a fake womb. It was a box. It was a box with velvet lining in it. And it was just supposed to represent the womb. And they had to like talk about the relationship they had with their mother and then,
my
like
God.
how that influences their relationship with women. And then, they're growing on this show.
That's
It's deep.
huh.
Yeah. It's so dumb.
The episode is titled "Womb for Improvement."
The individual womb pods, the workshop hosts explained that they were sending them back to the womb, describing it as the softest, securest, most magical place. Did anybody have sex after this?
Then nobody had sex after this because you lose a lot of money if you have sex. But somebody did go home that night and kiss somebody or that had something. I know they lost money from the
okay.
pot. They don't learn. They never learn.
Huh.
There was also another good show that I was recently watching, but now I can't remember the name of it. So
Did the women have to get it all in like testy pods or something? They're just
testy pots,
like they're in the
testicles.
men's balls, and then they just had to talk about their relationship with their father.
A lot of them have daddy issues. No, I don't know. That's probably the next episode. I haven't watched it yet.
I watched the show where Nick Jonas and his Lesser Known Brother have a show where basically it's a guessing game, and everyone on the show, it's a reality show as well, but they're all like related to a celebrity.
What's it called?
Tim? I don't know. I watched it yesterday, and basically, it's like Whoopi Goldberg's like granddaughter is on it, and they have to guess who it is. So the first episode, spoiler, everyone thought this guy was related to, like, he was like the grandson of Steven Spielberg, but he's actually the grandson of Chuck Norris.
Wow, this sounds like a way better show than what I've
It
been
was
watching.
pretty awesome, actually.
It sounds like
Simone
a way
Biles'
better show.
sister's on it. It's fun. It's a fun one.
Simone Biles, dude. The GOAT.
That's what it is, dude. Claim to Fame with Nick Jonas and
where can we watch
Frankie
this?
Jonas. You guys can watch it on Hulu or
Hulu.
ABC.
Okay.
Been watching it on my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend's Hulu account.
Okay.
He doesn't he pays for ads. He doesn't pay for
Wow, you're
ads.
just fucking mooching off of everyone. You're using people's shampoo. You got Hulu accounts.
Listen,
you
look.
live in Tim's house.
I mean, I do pay rent here, okay? I pay rent, and he provides me free producing help over here. So, yeah, I'm quite a mooch. But seriously,
Transition. I'm part of you, but seriously.
Seriously, James, please, get another job or something. Pay for the... I'm so sick of watching these fucking ads on Hulu, okay? I'm just trying to watch Whoopi Goldberg's granddaughter win $10,000.
Okay. Can I be honest?
Go ahead.
I also use somebody else's Hulu account.
Of course.
And HBO Max and Netflix. I don't. The only subscription I pay for is Spotify.
Yeah.
So I can't. I'm a dog in it.
Follow us and follow Blair, her government name is.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Oh, it's great. Are you allergic to dogs, or are you having fun?
No. I think I'm actually allergic to weed, and this drink has cannabis in it. So.
Oh fuck.
I can tell because I'm now getting a little congested. I forgot to take my allergy pill today. I just grew into allergies. Like, I've been going to the allergist, and I just found out that I'm allergic to trees and grass and dust. So I definitely don't smoke as much weed as I used to.
Hey, that's how they
and I have
get
to
ya,
take an allergy pill. The doctor the other day told me that I could take up to 4 allergy pills a day. And I was like, so you mean to tell me that I have to take 4 24-hour allergy medications just to, like, be stable? Yeah. They don't make them like they used to. I tell you.
People or allergy pills? Yeah.
Both. I'm getting allergy shots every Monday. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have drank this before I came on here. No, I'm like,
Oh my god, that sounds. I don't know. It sounds like a scam.
what? Allergy shots or allergy medication?
I've never even heard of an allergist. I'm kidding. No. No, of course I've heard of it, but it just seems like a way to keep you coming back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the healthcare system in this country.
That's right. And we're taking it down today. Blair, please sign
Today.
this form. Tim, print
Sign
it out.
in blood. You got it. I'm with you.
Well, I'm sorry about your allergies. It sounds terrible.
It's okay. You don't need to feel bad for me.
I don't feel bad for you. It just sounds terrible.
We're gonna
Please, I mean, seriously, can we get anybody else that doesn't sound like dog shit, everybody? But that sucks, taking pills,
Yeah, 4 24-hour pills. Anyway, it's rough.
424, 420, baby, weed.
Yeah. Blazing brazen, dude.
Smoke them if you got. That's great. So, question.
Yes.
So, comedy.
You don't have to say question every time you have a question for me, Ron.
All right.
Just want you to know.
Listen, we've done 6 or 7 episodes. Every time I ask a question, I do say question. So,
Okay.
please.
Let's not stop now. Let's keep the ball rolling.
Okay.
Cruising, rolling like the bus.
Okay.
Answer.
So every time I want to ask a question, I'm just going to pause and then not do the question thing. This
No,
is
I
great.
like the question thing. I think you should keep going. But every time you say question, I'm going to say answer.
Okay. So, you, where does comedy fit in? Into traveling, into selling weed? Did you just take some
I don't
pauses?
sell weed. It's a true weed. We're going to get flagged on YouTube for this, too. No, I'm kidding. Where does comedy fit in? I I've always loved doing comedy.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like I've been doing it for so long that sometimes it gets like, I have had to take breaks in between because I'm like, is this what I want to do full time?
Sure.
Like, and I feel like if I really went hard and like was really serious about it the first few years that I started, I feel like I would be way farther than I am. I just didn't know if it's what I wanted to do, like as my main focus. It's very hard. In the terms of like not just being current and relevant, but like, I mean, I had to ask you how to edit a reel on social media, and I didn't. I still haven't posted it, and it's not because it's a bad reel. It's just because the thought of this, like, it exhausts me. Social media exhausts me. I'm on it. I'll be on it. I'll post a story every now and again, but to keep up and the algorithm and all the things that have come with that. And being a comic in this day and age, it's like you can't just be a comic. You're a video editor. You're a media marketer. You're doing all these other things, and I don't know. It's just I think now everyone wants to be a comedian. And it's like people are going viral from TikTok videos, and I don't know. For me, it was just like the thought got hard. I think because I've undiagnosed, I'm pretty certain that I have an ADD.
I think so too.
Why do you say that? Okay. But yeah, I think it's just like I get overwhelmed at the thought of it, and then I kind of... So like right now it's just fun. It's a hobby. I don't know if I could ever stop, because every time I stop, I see people doing it, and I'm like, I'm better than that. I could do that. It's like I could...
And we're back, everybody. Thank you so much for not going anywhere. We're back on the... What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't even know, man.
Comedy and... Oh, yeah, you were talking shit about... I'm kidding. No. Well...
You were asking me where we were going with it, where comedy fits in.
Well, I'm a fan. I think you're great. I think when I first got here, I think you stopped or something, and I was like, oh, I saw you at an open mic, and then I was like, oh yeah, I think Blair quit or something, and then you came back and you're doing it again. So
it's mentally taxing.
Yeah,
it's really hard.
What is the mentally taxing? Is it other than social media? Is it being around other comedians or something?
Well, yeah, that part sucks too.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. The mentally taxing part being like. Just when the highs are highs, the lows are low. Like, you tell a set, it's fucking killer. The next day you tell a set, different room, nothing hits. It's just the try and the try and the try again. And the place from which you're coming from as a comedian is sometimes can be a dark place, And then this is who you are, and you're bearing your soul. And it's like somebody comes to see you that you really appreciate and respect, and you might have an offset or a not good set, and that's their takeaway. They don't know what you did to get there, and then you're judged so quickly, and then the mental toll that it takes on you for that. It was just like... I tell this joke 100 times, and then like I know I've told it 100 times. I feel like a sham. You know what I mean? Like all these people have heard this joke before, but the people in the audience haven't, and I feel I get on myself for that. Like I don't know. It just can be really. Sometimes it's good to take breaks.
Yeah.
For my sanity, anyway. Do you not get that way?
What?
You don't get like.
Sorry, for the last few minutes, I've been thinking about Too Hot to Handle and how poorly I would be doing on that show. I just can't.
Whoop for improvement.
No, I totally get that. Yeah, it's obviously the mental acrobatics.
Struggle is real.
No, for sure, I get that for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's. I feel like I've had so many bad sets, you know what I mean? I've had so many, like, just very... I feel like I've kind of hit my max as far as, like, embarrassment and humiliation goes.
Yeah.
That at a certain point, like, it's like, oh, what's the worst that could happen? I'll humiliate myself in front of all my friends and family? Right. Well, I've done that already.
Yeah.
So I know what that's
right.
like. So it's at this point... So I had a show recently. It was a bit of a victory for me. My old, like, high school friend came, and he was just like, he's like, dude, I almost cried. It was so... Like, he was so happy, right? And I'm like, huh. And he's like, you guys so much... I think, like, the first time he saw me was, like, year one or something. And I was
no one
so
should
bad.
Come see you year one.
Oh, you have no idea.
Year one is not a good year.
Yeah. But...
That's great.
Anyway, yeah, I just want to let you know that I'm doing great. So.
Good. Good.
Thank you.
I'm not. All right.
No, but I get that. It's all good. This says mental health matters. I don't know. I've just found it on the floor, but I think what you're saying is right.
In the ward. Yeah, it was me. That's where that's my bracelet, I think.
Yeah.
No, it is. I get what you're saying though about it is fun when you come in and people see you, and I've had a lot of friends come and watch me, and they're like, I get off stage and they're like, oh my God, you were so funny. We had so much. It was so good. And then they were like, they'll confide in me and they were like, we were kind of nervous.
Of course.
Because what if you weren't good?
Of course.
How are we going to tell you after the show? Or were we still going to be friends? Yeah. So, it does feel good.
Well, the good thing that I have is I don't live near them. You know what I mean?
Right. True.
So you live in Pittsburgh. You live here. So you got to run into them and stuff. I'll be like, I'll see you maybe in a few years or something,
Oh, yeah, because you're not from here.
Yeah. So mom and dad, see you guys in 3 or 4 or 5 years. Never see you again.
Yeah. Maybe subconsciously that's why I move around a lot.
Oh, to get away from the bombs?
Maybe. The bombs? My...
I'm just saying, what are we talking? I thought that's what we were talking about.
Oh, bombing in comedy. Oh, no. I meant I was talking about seeing people from high school.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that what we were talking about?
Oh, I thought...
Is the weed...
We did drink a little of the weed.
It was people in high school seeing you in comedy. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't ever interview me again.
Listen,
can't say
I don't know.
on track.
Well, we had a great thing before the break, and then afterwards, I feel
know,
like
it
we're not
was
really connecting anymore. So
We should have switched.
we should have switched bodies.
We should have switched spots.
Switch bodies, actually. Can I tell you about a movie idea I have?
Yeah.
It's called The Strange Change. Okay.
Okay.
Are you familiar with
That sounds like a child going through puberty. It sounds like The Strange Change. It's about a little girl who gets her period. She's hormonal now.
Spoiler. But actually, first period, it's part of The Strange Change for sure.
First period.
Are you familiar with the Freaky Friday franchise?
I don't know the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Body Switch is a...
Is that what you call a franchise?
No, but it's Freaky Friday franchise is 3 Fs,
Okay.
I just like saying it.
All right. Okay.
I started working for one of my 6 jobs. I work for a law firm now, so I've been telling people I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
But I'm not.
I used to work for a law firm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Which one?
Tucker Arnsberg.
What kind of law is it?
All kinds of law.
Because I might be being sued pretty soon, so I would appreciate some...
Okay.
I got into a car accident.
I know some lawyers.
July 4th.
I know some lawyers.
Okay. So anyway, The Strange Change, okay? So it's a man and a woman. They're married. They're having affairs, okay? Mid-affair, they switch bodies. He becomes she becomes he, okay?
Okay.
And now they have to live their lives in separate genders, okay?
Okay.
And he gets his period for the first time. And she becomes a businessman or something. I don't know. I haven't really figured out the female character yet.
He gets his period for the first time, and she becomes a businessman.
She has to figure out how to tie a tie.
That was that was the comparison.
She's got to walk around the locker
my
room. I mean,
God.
it's tough.
Being
It's
a
tough.
man is so hard.
Beard oil, you never know what to do. It's tough. It's tough to be a guy.
He got his period. He was sexually assaulted. He gave birth. He did all this stuff.
Spoiler,
She became
come
a businessman. She had to learn how to tie a tie. It was terrible.
There's a stick shift, and everyone expects him to be able to
What
drive
does that
it.
have on Rotten Tomatoes? Can we look at
That's going to be 99%. Actually, it's going to be a 69%.
69%.
Hey. Yeah.
Ooh. The Strange Change. That's what it's called?
It's called The Strange Change. And in those movies, they always switch back.
Yeah.
In my movie, they don't. They have to live like this forever. And they start aging.
Yeah.
The ultimate horror.
Yeah. How old are they
They're in their 30s.
when they switch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And then
Now she's got to deal with, she's got to deal with
whoa.
saggy tits and menopause.
And he just keeps getting better looking.
And he gets better looking, and women are.
Yeah. Yeah. Salt and pepper.
Man, you guys have it so rough.
Well, after The Strange Change, maybe we don't. It's really a movie about empathy, everybody. Written
I'm
by,
going to go home and watch it tonight.
written by me. I'm an ally. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Did we look at what it was on Rotten Tomatoes?
It's not made yet. It's
Yeah.
just his screenplay. I was actually thinking Blair couldn't follow the conversation about the high school.
She's not going to understand the strange change.
Let me drop one of the most confusing movie plots of all time.
What do you mean confusing? By the way, if you're listening at home, do not steal my idea, okay? Okay.
I did not sign a non-disclosure.
Do you want to hear the ending?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, they've broken up,
Okay.
but they've gotten back together, okay? Now they understand what life
How
is
old
like.
are they at this point? Okay, it
Uh,
doesn't matter. Semantics.
Old enough to get pregnant.
Okay.
So now he is pregnant,
Okay.
and she is running late to the birth.
Like
she
typical man.
And she,
He said you were late to the podcast too. Okay.
and she, and I understand this now because I've worked in the field. She gets hit by a bus, and she dies. So now
she in the he body.
yes.
Okay, I need to kind of keep this straight.
So now he gives birth, and now he has to live his life as a single mom.
Oh my god!
Last
I
se-
couldn't do it.
Last scene in the movie. Baby's crying. And he, as she goes into the little baby's room, and the baby is writing in crayon on the wall,
It's her
"It's me."
reincarnate.
Fade to black. Did you just get goosebumps? Because I just did.
And when's the sequel come out? Because I'm itching.
It's
Does
just
he fuck his baby? He goes, "Go."
it just look who's talking. You know, John Travolta's doing it, and the dog's like, "Oh no," you know.
3 men and the little lady, but really,
So what do you think?
I'm on board. I'll
Thank you.
invest.
Cool. You'll invest with your weed money.
with my weed money.
Yeah.
You know, there's dirty money everywhere. Dirty money makes good ideas. Look at Flava Flav. He supported the women's water polo team.
He what?
You didn't know this?
He's doing what now?
Flava Flav, you know, the Flavor of Love, another really great reality
That was a
TV
great reality show. I love that show. Yeah.
Yeah. He sponsored the women's Olympic water polo team because they apparently, even when you're an Olympic athlete, you're still fucking poor in this country.
Sure, yeah.
And can't afford rent. So, he has sponsored a few of the Olympians and paid their rent for years. And he chose to sponsor the women's water polo team.
I've got a great idea. Flavor Flav is in a house, and all the Olympic women, he has to choose which one gets to marry him.
Yes, that's actually what's going to happen after the Olympics.
Oh, that's great.
Gold, silver, bronze. Then the rest get clocks. Gold, silver, bronze clocks.
Well, I don't know. You've been watching the Olympics?
Not as much as I'd like to.
Yeah.
I only like some events, you know?
Yeah.
They had soccer on last night, men's soccer. It was U.S. and it was the U.S. and MAR. And I didn't know what country that was, and I wanted to look it up, and I'm still thinking, just let me know. It's like a red flag. But
It's actually the month of March.
oh, time flies when you're. Time does not fly in soccer. It takes forever. It was too long. I couldn't watch it.
It's a terrible sport.
Yeah.
Morocco.
It's terrible. Morocco.
Are you sure it was MOR?
No, it was MAR.
It didn't seem right.
What is MOR? Look that up.
I think it's the Moors, the people, the Moors.
The Moors.
Yeah, I think it's back in. Don't worry about
MORES.
it. The Moor. It's also
It's
Morocco.
also Morocco. Okay.
So listen, we're both right, and no one's right. You know.
I love that.
I don't like the Olympics at all. I don't feel any sense of niceness about it. I find it to be a very boring product.
Well, you're such a hater. Well, what about this? What if we gave normal people in the Olympics? What if we just had Olympics doing the sports, but with normal, average people?
Yeah, that's good.
Really high on drugs.
really high on drugs.
Yes.
So it's like
let's see what the body can really do. Like, you know, have you ever eaten acid and like been like really good at something? Like you're like, I'm gonna climb this mountain, and like I would be totally afraid to do it, but you're just like,
what's the first thing you said? Have you ever been?
have you ever eaten acid?
Oh, okay.
Have you ever eaten acid?
I heard eating ass. So I was just like, have you ever been eating ass and you're like really good? And anyway, have I ever eaten ass? And then yes, one time I did
Have
that.
you ever been eating acid or ass? No, it doesn't matter. We could have ass eating Olympics for people on acid.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Would you watch that?
Depends on what else is on.
Strange change.
That would be a strange. What have you done on acid that you're like, wow, I'm actually really incredible at this?
Like occasionally like physical tasks or like it seems to elevate my physicality.
Really?
It's like I've taken acid and gone on hikes or like climbed mountains, not like mountain climbing, like bouldering. I guess
Right.
you could say hiking, but bouldering. And I don't know. It's almost like you feel like a fearless. It's like fearless.
Huh.
I feel like you can do things better because it's out of your mind.
How often are you doing psychedelics?
Not as often as I'd like.
Okay.
I went to a festival a couple weekends ago. I ate some psychedelics there.
Acid or
And there's
mushrooms?
got to be a
or-
time and a place. I'm not just dropping acid and walking around fucking Lawrenceville looking at people with skullets and shit.
Yeah, that'd be that's how you have a bad trip. No, that's I'm asking because I haven't done it in a while, you know.
Yeah?
So I'm just kind of, hey, I'm dipping my toes back into.
You go to concerts, like sometimes I'll eat at my concerts, shows. That's the best. Or if I have like an EDM show, anything with like lasers or something.
Yeah.
When I'm not driving,
Yeah.
tops. Be responsible. Be a responsible drug user. We're
Okay.
too old for that dumb shit.
Yeah.
This is a nice living room. This is a good vibe. You could eat acid here. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
I would need the dog though. The dog.
I don't know.
I would need the dog
That's
here.
how, you can only see the dog when you are on acid.
Okay.
I think
Is-
it would actually kind of creep me out just how many pictures of Tim's father are in this room. So I think I would do that, and then I would just take all the records off the thing and play them one by one.
Do you play these?
Not those ones. Those are just Goodwill and random ones. There's one Goodwill up there.
All right, let's figure out what is. I'm just kidding. Let's not do that.
No, we're not going to do that. Angela Lansbury, that's,
Wait,
okay.
what? Oh, wow! I forgot she was an actor and a singer as well.
Babe.
Murder, She Wrote. Kids. Question. I'm kidding.
Answer.
I didn't have a question. I just wanted to say that.
Call back. Can I? Okay, you have this hair. It's. I don't know where it came from. Looks
color
like
is
Tim's
it?
Dog. What? I don't know. White. You tell me.
I have been sleeping with a geriatric woman lately. She doesn't know
I
about
thought
it.
he was gonna say I've been sleeping with a German Shepherd.
She's German.
Okay, cool. So blonde, that would make sense. Blonde or gray. How would you feel?
Go ahead.
I don't know. I just can't stop thinking about this strange change. I just like
It gets in you.
I just like.
I've had this idea for over a year, and it's been.
How did you come up with this idea? Do I want to know?
I guess I was just driving, and I was in a long distance relationship, and I was just like, what if I cheated? And I was like, what if she cheated? And then there's a movie with Ryan Reynolds, and he switched bodies with the guy from. Anyway, they peed in the same fountain. So it's like what? It's a fountain, but this is like actually, I was also watching a lot of these. I was watching like a lot of horror movies, like Midsummer and stuff, and
That's great.
yeah. So these are kind of like psychological thrillers and weird things like that, and it's
Okay.
like, I don't know. It's just like what a lot of the A24 movies are like. Here's a normal convention, but let's fuck with it. So like the normal convention of the Freaky Friday, whatever, right? They switch bodies, they
Yeah.
switch back. No, they don't switch back. And the ultimate horror is that you have to, you've betrayed your partner and they know about it, and now you have to live with that guilt, and now you have
See-
a aging body.
That's funny that you say that because like a man and a woman switching bodies is like the ultimate horror. like the ultimate whore is how you just described that. But when you were describing the movie, it sounded like the man in the woman's body was the only one that was like horrific. So basically, what you're saying, the ultimate whore is
being a woman.
Being a woman.
I mean, look. Listen. I mean, look.
So basically, what I think.
What do you think? Okay, what do you think? What do you think the hard thing about being a man is?
The hard thing about being a
Yeah,
man.
because we're workshopping this right now. Because I'm really stuck. I'm like, look, I know what it's like for him to be her, but it's her to be him. I mean, I think she just does really well. She's excelling in his career, you know.
But he's. Are you talking about the? We could need to be. He is the she.
Yes, he as she is doing poorly. He as she doesn't really know what to do. I think he gets fired. He starts selling foot picks for money, you know.
He in the woman's body.
Yeah, and she gets upset about it, obviously.
Is that obvious? I gotta support this family now.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think there's probably like more loneliness, perhaps. You know, generally speaking, you know, women have better relationships than men do. I mean, Tim is my best friend, and we can't stand each other.
You know, I gotta.
I think Tim's actually getting upset with me right now. I have no way. We have no communication, you know.
No communication.
But I don't know. What do you think? I'm actually asking.
What do I think about what?
Men and women, tough to be a man. Like, what do you think the hardest thing about being a guy is? Like, if you became a man, you know, based on these crazy circumstances, like, what do you think it would be like the harsh reality that you actually didn't expect?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you know, men have all this pressure to be the man and blah, blah, blah. But as someone, I don't know, you're asking the wrong person. I'm not gender fluid, but I'm I have a masculine energy about me.
Okay.
So, like, I've always been independent. I've always been kind of a strong woman. I've always been, like a leader, you know what I mean? So
Sure.
I kind of have always taken on these qualities that make me more masculine that I find detract men. So, like, as a man having these qualities, I don't know what that would be like, because it's like there's this pressure and maybe that's there. But, like, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how I see myself anyway. You
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
So, like, being a man, I don't understand I don't know what would be hard for a man. Probably running without underwear on.
Yeah. I have some stories for you, Blair.
Probably living your life. I know, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Well, thanks for nothing. I guess
I don't know.
you won't get a co-writing
what do you
credit.
think? Like, what do you like? Tell me, what do you think is a pressure? Like, what pressures do you have as a man
In 2024?
right now? Being a white man.
Listen,
a ginger.
Going bald. Actually, this has been the Skullet Podcast. Thanks so much for asking. You have no idea what it's like to be a bald guy, Blair.
My dad's bald. I've dated bald men.
Yeah, it's not actually not that bad.
I don't know. I have a gray head of hair, so I don't know what it's. I can't relate to that.
You don't relate to the loss. You know, seeing it's like I've never been a parent, but it's like my kids going away to college and never calling me again. You know.
So that hair that I pulled off your shirt was just a fallen soldier. It's like losing a child to you.
It is like losing a child. You know, every time I brush and I see like more of my children leaving, the hair's coming back. But yeah, I had no idea we'd be talking so in depth and so intelligently about gender. But that was a joke.
See, this is why I don't take anyone seriously.
But I do suspect it's probably some certain amount of loneliness and just social antisocial behaviors and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, men. People always are like, oh, you're a woman, you can go out, you have sex whenever you want. Because, like, men just, like, are creeps and can be, like, very, Especially that Tim guy.
Dude, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
No, but seriously, I mean, like, I hear that all the time. Like, it's easier for a woman to have sex, or like, you know, it's. And I'm speaking just sexually because I don't really know the inside of a, you know. So maybe that'd be hard. Rejection. You guys face it harder to. I don't know. I feel like I sound like an idiot because I feel like everything that I say that's coming out of my mouth, I can't even like relate to. I have no idea.
Yeah.
How often do you get laid?
Me?
Yeah.
Pretty regularly.
You're with partner.
I am with partner, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have been together for a while, huh?
No.
Oh. How new is it?
What's that?
How new is it?
Since tax day.
Since tax day? Oh, yeah. That sex is going to stop for sure soon. Yeah, it's going to
It's
slow
gonna
down.
stop soon?
It's going to slow down.
Really?
Yeah. It's like your hair growth.
The hair is going to keep growing. What are you talking about? The hair is going to keep growing. We have 100 episodes of this, and then I can shave again.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Is that the thing? That's the goal?
Yes.
How long do you want to grow it?
Down to my back. I want to have it probably as long as yours. You actually are the model for the as long as I want the hair to be, and I do want it to be wavy.
Hair model.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when it gets a little bit longer,
Uh-huh.
let me help you with it. I can teach you how to like make it look good. Because you have a curl to your
I do
hair.
have a curl, yeah.
Yeah, so when it gets long,
Yeah.
you're going to need to know how to tame that curl. Unless you want to go like, I don't know, would it be better to have just like a full, like a feral skullet? Or would it be cooler if you like treated it well?
Right.
Like if you styled it.
Yeah.
I think we need to style it. Let me help you.
Yeah, no, it's one of the two things. It's like the two choices you have in life. You know, are you just gonna go with you're just gonna go with the flow,
Right.
or are you gonna actually like make choices to actually like determine? You know, it's like it's a philosophical question.
Choices.
So this is the model here, Ed Harris, a bald icon. I saw this movie and then I grew out my hair. I stopped shaving my hair. He plays.
Wow, what a true inspiration!
He owns a gun store, and he.
That guy looks like a dehydrated worm with hair on his head.
But here's the thing, Blair. Have you ever seen a guy on a lineup look like that? And I'm not talking about a police lineup. I'm talking about a comedy show lineup. After the show, everyone's like, "Who'd you like?" Well, there's the bald guy, there's the fat guy, whatever. The guy with the skullet.
There's the bald guy, the fat guy, the tall white guy, the woman.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly, I'm just saying. Now over here, of course, we have Stavros, who also grew a skullet.
Stavros. See, that's what I feel like is going to be more how you're going to look.
I certainly hope not. And with all due respect to Baltimore's own Stavros, I certainly hope that I do not have a weight gain such as that.
Oh my God, Chase. Ronnie.
Yes?
You need to put on like 30 pounds.
What? No, I don't think you understand. So I want to look like no one like that.
That is a vibe. That is a vibe.
Yeah.
See, I might even fuck that guy. Look at him. He's so enticing on that leather. You could remake that photo right here.
Why would I? Yeah.
You could remake that photo on this couch. I like it with the flamingo. Oh my God. I didn't know I was getting a show today.
Coffee and a show. That's what we provide.
No, you had the coffee.
We did offer. Let the record show we offered a coffee.
I know. I said no.
Okay. I'm not talking. I'm talking
I didn't
to
want
the
a
camera.
coffee.
I'm talking
I
to the
want a
camera.
coffee.
Okay. I'm talking to the camera. I'm letting everyone know what a humble host I am.
You were. Thank you. That was gracious.
Clearly, the weed drink was a better choice than vodka.
Obviously.
Oh. Blair, can you do this? Because we're making a mashup of everyone saying what a great host I am. So if you could just tell me, like, but no acting, you know? Like, just
Okay.
be like, a very earnest, like, just
Okay.
how great I am. Please go.
It would have been better if there was a dog.
All right. Well, we tried. We did try. We're not going to release this episode.
No, we can
You failed the test.
Here, let's do it again. I'll do it again.
Okay.
No acting?
No. Just be in the moment.
I went to school for acting.
Your motivation is you've had the time of your life. You're blown away.
The time of my life.
You're blown away by not only what a great host I am, what a humble host I am, but also like my intellect.
Yeah, totally.
And Strange Change is also like you're gonna think about that for a while.
I actually probably will honestly be thinking about that for a while.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I really like to admit that, but I am. But yeah, no, you've been a great host.
Yeah?
It's been great. Yeah, I've really enjoyed coming to Tim's house that you rent from. This has been awesome.
Uh-huh.
It's really nice.
Thank you.
Thanks for offering me coffee.
Yeah.
I kindly said no.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry for having an allergic reaction in your house.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
But the sun's out now, and this is pretty nice.
Thank
you for having me. Seriously. All jokes aside, thank you for having me.
Blair, you've been an incredible guest. We do appreciate you. Where can all of our fans find you?
In Oregon, trimming weed. In Thailand.
Where in the world can people?
Where in the world? Now you can find me on Instagram, Blair_grills with a Z _comedy. And Facebook, but Blair Parker. That's my real name on Facebook. I don't use Facebook that much though. Just Instagram.
You ever try that Facebook Marketplace? It's a great place to find a couch.
I love Facebook Marketplace. This couch you found on Facebook Marketplace?
No, we found it on the side of the road.
I was gonna tell it doesn't have legs, so I thought maybe the dog was under the couch.
Well, folks, this has been the Skullet Podcast. Remember, not all growth is good, but keep it in the back of your head.
Very good. Is that the sign off every time? I love it.
Great job. It's so fun.
Oh, yeah. Right here.